Hi, I'm Sam from Games Radar, and today we're making some stuff with Nintendo Labo. Now, you might have made the original items like the piano or the motorbike, and you might be wondering what's next. I certainly did. So today we're going to build a guitar from scratch. So to make your guitar, you're going to need a few bits and bobs, but mainly your Nintendo Switch, a pair of Joy-Cons, some elastic bands to make your strings, some scissors and some spare cardboard if you want to go full hog and make the entire guitar. But that's about it. Right, to make your guitar, you need to start with the Toy-Con Garage. First you'll need an input in here, and you'll just pick If Touched. You might want to stretch it out a bit so you can actually press it when it's on the screen. And then you'll need your output. So we want to make a sound when it's touched, so we'll just pick Make Sound from the output. And we'll just go with the standard open strings of the guitar, so the first note we'll need is E, and join the two together. And then if we turn the sound up, when we touch this it should make a noise. Ta-da! Easy. If you go in here and press the cog, you get presented with this sort of further settings menu, and you'll want to change the sound to a guitar from a piano. So I like guitar 1. And you're okay with the E, but you might want it to sound a little bit more guitar-like, so let's drag up how long the sound makes to about 3 to 4 seconds. And then you're done. Press X, and then when we press it now, it should make a guitar sound. Yay! Then you'll want to replicate this for the next 5 strings of the guitar. So what you need to do is go to the touch, press the cog to get the settings, and then press copy. Move it up a bit, and do the same for the note. Copy, move that up, and then go back into the note and just change the note to the next note, which is G. And then you're done. And then just copy it across for the next 4 strings. When you've done that, you should have 6 notes and 6 touch points. And then if you press this play button here, it'll get rid of everything apart from the touch points. We turn the volume back up. You've got your basic scale, which you can strum or just individually pluck. And that's your basic guitar. If you do want to go into more detail, you can actually program chords to different buttons on the Joy-Con, which is a little bit more complicated, but actually very rewarding when you've got like 4 chords stuck on here, and then you can actually feasibly play a song. Take your existing notes and just drag them across, and then just delete all your connections that you've got so far, because we're going to have to add in an AND node, which you'll find in the middle buttons. So one of these, and then just, oh, that's the problem with this, is you might need to drag them out in order to move them around if you've got big fingers like I do. Copy all of those, create 6. And then we'll need another input. So input would be if a button is pressed, and then we'll pick the Joy-Con L just because I like the colour. And then if you go into the settings of this, you just pick the button you want. So deselect all of these, because we're going to program a chord for the left directional button. And what you need to do is drag the input of this onto the lower node of the AND on each one. And then connect your touch to the other one. If you get stuck, just select your connection, then press the X again, which you will. And then the AND to your note. And then it should look something like this. Maybe yours will be a bit neater than mine, but that's okay. And then if we turn the sound back up again, if you hold down the left directional button and then touch them, there's your notes. If any of them don't work for some reason, it's probably because you've connected the wires incorrectly, so just go through and check that you've got 1 on each, and then it should work again. And if you go back to play, and then if you want to, you could then replicate that for different chords on different notes, like I've done here. We've got open F, open A, open C, and A minor on there. So when you go to play it, we can make beautiful music. And now you don't really want your guitar looking like a Switch and 2 Joy-Cons, so let's make an actual guitar to put it in. Right, to make your guitar, the body of the guitar, just get a nice piece of cardboard that you can sort of use your Switch as a template for, and then mark off a bit that you can use as the neck. So let's do it like that. Excuse my wonky lines. Obviously, if you're doing it at home, use a nice ruler. And then draw a basic, I'm going to go acoustic guitar. And have a little mark where your Switch is going to go in the center. Sorry, Mr. Switch. And take that off. And then basically, you just want to cut it out. Okay. Once you've done that, you've got your basic body and your neck. Then what I want to do is take your Labo motorbike and just take this front panel off by undoing the tabs here and removing it. Because what you can do then is cut some holes to feed these through, because you'll want to use this again one day for your motorbike, but for now, let's just see where these fit. Slide that through there, and then you know when you come to play your Switch guitar, you're going to look really cool, but also your Switch is going to fit in perfectly. Like that. Okay, this doesn't really look like a guitar right now because you need some strings. So take your bass back out again, trying not to rip all the tabs. The great thing about the motorbike frame is that it gives you just enough leverage for you to be able to touch the keys, but also to pluck them like a real guitar. Eventually, your little cardboard creation will start looking a bit like a guitar. Check I've got the volume on. Then put this back through your guitar, and suddenly, hold this button down. Ta-da! Okay, so this is like now starting to look like an actual guitar, but to finish it off, we'll need to attach the Joy-Con and the neck to your bass so you can actually play it. So get the holster that you built right at the beginning of your Labo experience, because this can fit on the body here. Slot this guy in, ready to go. And then just get something to fix this on here and this to the main body. We've just got some little sticky tabs. So we'll put one on the back of here. Sorry, Labo. Put that on the end. The same down this end. Stick that on the back. A little press. And suddenly, you have a very wobbly guitar. If you want to, you can decorate it a bit. Add your fretboard, your rest, draw some strings on, make everything look pretty. But if not, you're already ready to play. So that's how you make a Nintendo Labo guitar. Oh, I've got a very wobbly fretboard, but now you've got something that actually looks like a guitar, or maybe more like a ukulele. But anyway, it's a playable thing that you've built yourself from scratch.